Neon Dreams. Welcome to Gnome King's Alien Neon Dreams. Welcome to Gnome King's Alien Neon Dreams. Welcome. Now we went back in time and space and the brain mantis aliens. I think we go through the transdimensional doorway gates before it freezes in a shape an alien shapeshifter. Whoa! Wow! As the transdimensional doorway screen keeps changing, time is running out as the Starcop trooper jumps through the screen into the other dimension, and then we have the other dimension. Into the other dimension, time and space, more transdimensional zone troopers were preparing to go into the gateway screens. Oh, got my neon dreams. It's a Gnome King. And plus time and space from his planet. Being stuck in dimensional gateways, no place for Starcop, they had to stop. The galactic lizard robots from taking over time and space. After all, it was the alien robots who possessed transdimensional powers and technology. They used alter space and time through different dimensions. As they traveled through the universe, there's a fine line between genius and insanity. While playing on the mountain you see, evil overlords and Tsars trying to take over the Gnome Kingdom. The Starcops are trying to maintain order through the time zones as they go through the transdimensional doorways.
Here comes the monster! Oh no! Here comes the monster! Well, yeah, oh no! Here comes the monster! Oh no! Here comes the monster! Here comes the monster! I heard you well, because it's not the dead you have to worry about. It's the living that can haunt you and
utilizing time meters screens, they learn how to make the aliens.
You out with the negative vibes, cause I'm not the one who hurt you anyhow. You know I'm so nice but I don't know about the demonic possession.
Because they want to destroy the galactic distribution.
Evil is out there now.
Distribution. They're like, goddamn. Transdimensional power. That they had a mind from the planet Lyron's cat world. Then before they became enslaved and de-evolved into human fat stuff. Of course, you don't know. Hey, Starcop stopped the plan and operation of transdimensional gateway travel. It sets fire and destroy any trace of your domain. And the madman later vanishes from the first scene and leading his victims to scream as they helplessly teenagers in the fire stream. Then the transdimensional zone troopers, which know which dimension of time and travel you may go to, and ask only the Gnome Kingdom knows which is the correct history timeline to restore when you're trying to maintain order within time and space.
How come I can't look
Yeah.
Sometime with me, you'll see things you couldn't see. If you could spend some time with me, it's so much better than texting. So come on and spend some time with me. You'll see that life is worth living. If you could spend some time with me, it's so much better than texting.
Somehow.
Why am I always alone? Lost in the
home. I don't know what to do. Why am I always so alone? All the way on the way home. Yeah. Everyone is directed outside of the bunny building between lakes of fire, burning with the Gnome King's alien dreams. The water is most flattering, scattering everywhere in the night. Does a person have to? It's all in the same sundown. Beep and squeak. It's all in the sound of sundown. Tweet, squeak, and beep. Chirp and squeak and beep. It's all in the sound of sundown. Squeak, tweet, and beep. Tweet, squeak, and beep. Tweet, beep, and squeak. Tweet, beep, and squeak. It's all in the sound of sundown. Tweet, squeak, and beep. Chirp and squeak and beep. It's all in the sound of sundown. Squeak, tweet, and beep. Tweet, squeak, and beep. It's all in the sound of sundown. There's the infinite amount of mathematical clues and traveling through to the origins of the evolution in the universe, but without mankind, and when they are meaningless. These keys to the infinite Gnome Kingdom, well, weren't just meant for angels, and since we are all meant to discover free will, and man was created in the image of God himself, the cosmic wheel, 6,480 years ago, in the great universal 25,920 years into the end of the time for the cycle to begin again. Existence is a cycle as we know it, like when the bird ruled thousands of years ago, the bird, God, thought. Man, and the man-made laws were always flawed, but it can be, unless we choose infinitely. I'm not trying to play the devil's advocate here. It's just Christianity is a fairly young religion. It's Christianity and all the other religions could have similar messages, but metaphorical references to alien evolution. Well, symbols of this space, safe to say. They don't know all the answers. It's safe to say. Why? The church and state remain separate? Why? Create a new logo. Well, they can't use the government to exploit things, sell it with its own corporate agenda, or it ceases to be freedom and democracy. I want a new body. I wonder if I can teleport my soul like the ancient Egyptians when they used the pyramid porthole to regenerate their bodies. Like a regeneration chamber, and lizard brains will help me grow stronger or more insane. The muscles, he says to himself, they wouldn't the bad not exist without the good, since they are opposite sides of the same coin. If nobody is perfect except God, why then did Jesus himself write the Bible? That's one big question. There would be no room for error. There is no excuse for ignorance. But, you can believe what you want, and you see the key to enlightenment is through inclusion and acceptance of all things, because nothing can grow by being neglected and abandoned. And the spiritual evolution, and Earth orbits the sun at 66,600 miles per hour. Lizard brains grow stronger muscles, and then why is it number? With sixes, it looks like it's evil, but for some reason, or for superstition, judge not lest you be judged. People certainly don't need any more excuses to be ignorant now, and nobody likes to be judged or have to judge. They leave that up to God. You say, we need your identity, phone number and last name, please, or what do I do? Anything to freeze. It's a raid on artistic freedom of speech, and sir, no name. What is the phone number? Please write it down on the list. What if I don't remember it? Don't get smart with me, kid. It's all right. Something else down now. I'd rather play ping pong suddenly. The SAR cops are raiding on the drawing cafe, free speech, and they're trying to control everything. A living creature has needs and some desires, of course. Or what if birds evolved to survive? What were those humans doing here before we were here? The Birdmaster, Birdman Gothfoss says. Well, they were probably too busy killing themselves to care about the planet back then. In the future, or long after we destroyed ourselves. Birth has evolved into an Earth people try and can to come in. Intelligence level where they can talk to and hawk languages. Find the remnants of our past as clues and ancient monuments as to how we destroyed ourselves too with the hawks and learn from humanity. The mistakes or will we repeat them again? The true evolution. Destroy themselves once again, or will we learn our own lessons for all like the humans did that before the hawks evolved? Too. Such a spiritual creatures that they are. Maybe we destroyed ourselves in the future and cataclysmic events caused us to enter. A parallel universe, still a black hole on the planet between Mars and Jupiter, and exploded the war, leaving boundaries, ancient civilizations. Yeah, to bring us back time to start all over again. Who knows how many times we destroyed ourselves and had to start all over again? Maybe it's another test of evolution. Yeah, the past. Time of evolution. It was cycle. It was a more peaceful time when the cats ruled. Yes, it's strange evolution. Yeah.
Concerning generations and orientations, all creatures have their time to rule throughout the centuries. The cat's time of ancient evolution, but some chose to rule with technology while others, like the cat kings, a single violence that come from the Pleiades.
Star system that chose to rule with spiritual vibrations. I wonder if cats dream about the times they used to be able to draw pictures. And maybe the Sphinx was designed after an alien being that was really a cat. I love a cat that can speak and talk and said, the intelligence, the space patrol, 101, the time it evolved. We will only remember the remnants of this ancient cat society and relics like the Sphinx. More advanced and less advanced civilizations found faster ways to destroy themselves in the future until something had to be done. Creatures survive. Such limited supply is yours. In the year 3077, the nations come together to improve the technology of the space program. That's when the United Nations decide to try and save humanity by setting up a space patrol program and look for other planets before we destroyed our own with pollution and overpopulation, and with over 101 shuttles for missions to explore the universe in hopes of finding a new planet to live on. Oh yeah. The crew of space patrol 101 sent out on a mission to find a new crew. Used to be Chiefs of Security is second in command, age 1143042. Captain Riley, age 39, command. Pilot for Flight 101. Mitchell, Computer Technology. Technician Repair Specialist, IQ 188, age 26. Zaid, or Computer Communications Chief Officer, so age 24. One step below Mitchell, and IQ 122. Now off we go. After Earth has been completely destroyed by wars, disease, pollution, the meteor crash landing into the space station. The program Shuttle 101. Tam is 31. She is ship's doctor also. And the crew is set up to evacuate the ridge. As the chief of the engineer, has spent most of his life learning about science and spacecrafts. He's 34. And assistant engineer, second lieutenant Max Casbah, age 20. Of course you know. They all get together to save themselves from the meteor crashing in the conservatory. Yeah, the conservatory observatory splits in half when the asteroid meteor damage. Blast! The pilots head for their spaceship while civilizations are trapped inside the conservatory observatory dome. Oh yeah. Well, can society evolve into utopia without weapons, or does this just make it a potentially weak target, vulnerable for foreign invaders? Can humanity evolve to a point where we can learn how to govern ourselves without government, or is civilization responsible enough for that? Yes, sure. The answers remain to be seen. So, on our journey, the elevator shaft steps open. I step in and send to the observatory. Nature to teach humans about evolution. Grand Canyon is in the background, I know, because they're getting ready to leave the planet before it gets completely destroyed. And the evacuation process, everything is falling apart around me as the violin sinks into the ground. Lava. Whoa. again, and this time, it's raining cellophane in my brain, but it's not driving me insane. There we go. There we go. New planet defined. Well, the Earth has been completely ravaged. War in time. Evacuate the premises before it sinks into the ground as the lava of Hell's Gates open up but underneath the ground beneath the cosmic observatory. Hurry up and get to your space shuttles. Get to your spaceship shuttle. There's nothing lonelier than death left on Earth if they get to their craft. Space Patrol 101. Blind as a bat in the belly of the beast. Everyone scrambles to get to their space patrol shuttles 1 through 100, and then, of course, last but not least, 101. Space Shuttle Patrol 101. Ready to explore the galaxy. Tighten some bolts in the mechanic hand. The ship's doctor checks in his Shuttle 101's surgeon and medical support if the case need. But for life, it's a roller coaster ride, and I just want to get off at the next stop. Then, I guess the question to ask is, God, why haven't I died yet? My answer is in a tickling silence of existence, like crickets singing for the hopes that we all may have a chance to make tomorrow a better place than before. The revolutionaries want to liberate those people from a corrupt system that offers protection through fear and ignorance. It's not the liberals' fault that the system has failed, and it's not the folly of youth to protest such a corrupt system when complacency only adds to its power. And then pandemic manipulates resources to solve the overpopulation problem, or this has a disease they unleashed on us with a separate agenda with general population control. It's not the final solution, but biochemical warfare was a work in progress. Surely it's legal for more than 50 citizens to gather and protest, but yeah, as long as the corruption goes on with the money and they can get away with it. It seems like people care more about money than people. That's the problem. Rather than you lose people's rights and get away with murder, they leave them open and they're paying customers. We perpetuate the system that enables corporations to become more greedy and exploit the hard-working, overworked, underpaid citizen. Jeez. Yeah, well, you think there must be a way to escape this economic slavery. That's the planet's disaster when Spaceship Patrol 101 takes off. These identifiers. This is Space Patrol 101. Unidentified now. It's identifying transmitting on all alien signals to receive us. On all frequencies. We're back. Sir, we're receiving signals from the ancient alien craft. It looks like Morse code. Hey, says. That's weird. How could they know Morse code? Captain Riley asks. It was actually a probe from the Pleiades star system that disguised it as one of ours. So they spy on us far without getting hurt. They wouldn't want me to be dissected as aliens, as they heard stories. And so, perhaps, that's how they translate our language. Communication specialists think. That's what means. Because the thinking they can decipher our computers and translate the we are. chaos. Or servants to men for sake of cause. I wish someone would gone out of my way to do for others. Kill my broken heart and soul. Maybe that's what the transmission alien says. It's sort of dumb. And that's the last cosmic chaos. As a trend, since looking through the ship's computers, could be a distant stress call or a race of highly evolved cat people. And sending images of my code was apparently the
Eternity of this consciousness carnival.
Hey, so the DNA structure of the thing. They have some sort of the lyring cat people half human and half cat that came here from the planet Argon. Long ago, when they were chased away by corporate tyrants who wanted to exploit the planet for its own catnip resources, and the dominated species that wouldn't set paw on our planet for fear of persecution. We will not be declawed. We want our freedom. We want our feline rights. We don't want to be spayed or neutered. Now wait, what happened to Commander Andy Valiance on the scouting pod party? Oh, that's right, he lost the sacred magic, picked up the stone as Valiance dropped it. He was killed in the expedition by a galactic Gawat alien. That's wow. That was madness, Max. The mad magic stone when Commander Andy Valiance. Yeah, the swap was madness when Max caught the magic stone. And Commander Valiance fell to his death and rise. Oh, it's unfortunate. It's scary not knowing who or what to trust these days. Of course, Captain Riley couldn't send himself down to the expedition or he'd risk himself the command position. So I sent the second command, Andy Valiance, and then they lost it. The good old man, Andy Valiance. Well, so much for that character. And then... So, life goes on in space. Captain Riley and Brockhead, the asteroids patrol the galaxy and shoot down human grass. They find remnants of ancient alien civilizations past, cosmic 2700 BC. They came from planet Argon in the Vega star system. Yeah, but caused the cats to come back. Maybe their world was ravished too, and they had to return to their home planet of Earth in order to find the ancient messages left behind by their feline ancestors with their sculptures. The Sphinx. Green emerald tablets was hidden in the cosmic cats, ancient alien ancestors. They couldn't reproduce in their other world. They had to come back to find the secrets of origins. Now in the distant future. We're both feline and human races are looking for a new planet to inhabit after spaceships gather knowledge and resources. They prefer to explore the galaxy for the conquest. War between Orion and Andromeda started when Andromeda's beings, the cosmic cats of both races, nearly destroyed their own planets, and they set their course for the Andromeda strain. There was once a war with the Orion constellation of planets. The shape-shifting aliens from Andromeda changed themselves into cats as they crossed their Stargate dimensions back to Earth, like shape-shifting aliens. Well, cosmic cats and space patrol. The shape-shifting cats could travel through stargates with starships, spaceships, time and space control. Some protested and the Orion alien beings conquering planets and taking resources from Andromeda and serving artificial tea at robot restaurants. So the Lyrans are the cat people from Vega. The Lyrans helped build the pyramids. And it's all right. I can't forget a prophecy predicted the birth of a human named Sid who became contacted by aliens and evolves to the point where he can bring peace and divine protection, since he has been sent to help humanity with a balance of evolution and a fall between technology and spiritual enlightenment. We must find the balance between technology and spiritual enlightenment. No. So, Sid has divine protection, and they're looking for the truth. He wanted to unite humanity for good between all the different dimensions of time and space happening simultaneously, but the Lyrans were at war with the draconian shape-shifting lizard people with certain constellations are in alignment. Arcturus was wiped out with the Andromeda Alliance, Saturn, Syria, and Lyrans of Pleiades from some tribe's survival. After they transformed into infinite light, and alien grays from Zeta Reticuli, and formed a dark alliance with the reptilian agents from Orion. Like Gnome King's neon teams. These ancient orcs could seem like they have been prevented. When you consider how we relive moments of infinite circular time through deja vu, we have the wisdom to correct things in the present. If the cycles of existence are repeating in other dimensions, of parallel universes through space and time, then we are creating the universe through a Big Bang chain reaction of matter and antimatter. As one universe implodes, it folds into itself through a black hole, and another one explodes. And a parallel universe expands, contracts with the antimatter from its wormhole tunnel and implodes with these parallel universes. Here come the Birdman, like the Mothman prophecy, aliens. Helping humanity evolve with their technology. Expanding and contracting like balloon tubes. As one implodes, the other one expands through the connecting tubes of parallel universes. And the wormhole tunnels between black holes fold through the gateways of galaxies. Between time and space, which makes time travel possible along with transdimensional alien skippers. Time is a circle. Time is a circle. Circle! Yes. Time is a circular dimension. Sid had lost 7 people who were close to him, and he had just found a way to hide above this, or to stowed away aboard the spaceship Shuttle 101. That's when the Star Cops came looking for him, and so he could hide from the government's experiments. And the psychedelics had opened his mind to being telepathically and connected with all alien space and time. But what would he do with his knowledge? War as hell as a transdimensional gate skippers and gas mask armed with blowtorches and teleport to the apocalypse. Times his best friend died, his grandmother, his wife, and all of the people he knew after he felt so abandoned. What is that? Oh, Holy Mother of God. It's the Horsemen of Apocalypse. Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Horsemen of the Apocalypse. No. And they falsely accused him of being abusive when she could look back to being victimized. You, hell, hath no fury like a woman scorned. A board game after, so life isn't just a game. And so, after receiving harmless though leaving, while the Star Cops watched over him, they accidentally discovered Sid hiding in their compartment. Then, a long time after Spaceship Patrol 101 had already launched in its mission, that's a secret. I'm sorry, Master, my mind is working faster. Master, my mind is working faster than my pen. Yeah, well. Oh, the wizard knows. As they say to each other, you let these words get into the wrong hands. You let these words get into his hands? I'm sorry, Master, my mind is working faster than my pen. And Mr. Your girlfriend moved in at 10 because she was homeless, but then he decided to lose another quality time he gets close to someone. It's not his fault. But before he in her anyway, cloud gnomes are watching through the crystal ball. She has a premonition of her death, she says. For a year and a half she died from genetically modified epidemic spread by corporate governments to control overpopulation. Uh-oh, the magicians are mad at each other again. By targeting people with pre-existing conditions. Sid had enough time to heal emotionally after he had been stowed away and come down from the strip when spaceship 101 launched away from Earth as it exploded. And then she could go back into a time. But because, for more than close friends of mine, they used to visit, but they don't anymore. Please respond and identify yourself. We are the Birdman gods of planet Argon. We are the Birdman gods of planet Argon.
One.
Yeah, and then, oh no, his friends, the magicians, are mad at each other. And I'll die within the next few years also. Well then, the musicians and the magicians said to each other, Hey, you can't cast that spell on me. 2. Change me back.
3.
From a cat to a human. I'm sorry, Master. My mind is working faster than my pen. Sid Crimson felt like he no longer had a reason to live without his girlfriend and the true love, except for you. For you are, it's a trans-dimensional experience, and love is the only way to get through the hardships. You just can't wait and want to join them in the heavens, where the warp vortex of time and space was. But the Grim Reaper said, no, it's not your time to go yet. And he leaves reality behind in spaced-out catatonic oblivion until he finds out accidentally before why the Cloud Gnome magicians are fighting over Wonderland, or Wilderland. Before they're dying, that helps the psychic powers, so he decides to try and help leave the universe a better place and evolve with that life in time and space that he had left. That's it. Realizing that life is temporary, even though conformity is boring, there must be a reason for it. He had no idea what he had gotten himself into. No matter how much you try to reorganize chaos, it just inevitably falls back into chaos. So is it not a really futile routine? When he stowed away unknowingly on the ship, on the Space Patrol 101, and they blasted off without knowing he was on board. We were there. An experiment. They came back to check on the progress of his alien ancestors and the Cosmic Cat Wars. But the Space Patrol 101, when he hid in the spaceship's cargo bay and ordered to his hoping that they would not find them, they found that the unidentified craft contained specimens of all different creatures, specimens all over the galaxy and beyond. It came in time and space from the future to warn advanced civilizations to not destroy themselves or to use the DNA to preserve them ways to perpetuate the species where you can live on infinitely. They have the recipe for immortality. If they can put your DNA in their soul in another body and regenerate it through the process to escape this traumatic reality. He was hoping he'd start a new life in space. They took off without even knowing he was on board the place, and even though he didn't have the credentials and experience as the rest of the crew, Sid found him passed out from too much World of Wonders. Sid, which is Space Patrol 101's Cosmic Cats and alien ancestors, was on a psychedelic trip in the future that caused the hallucinations to appear in the subconscious for a short period of time until Sid regained his consciousness and he had waked and learned how to become expert on the different between reality and fantasy by now. He had learned how to become an expert on it. He could tell his imagination had expanded beyond being able to be controlled by anyone. He had broken free from the monotony. He had such a high tolerance for it that there wasn't even anything to worry about. What is that stowaway? Oh. Hey, Sid, wake up, man. It's Max.
How did you know him, Max?
He's an old friend of mine, but when he got rejected from society, he must have snuck on board with Space Patrol 101. Oh, there's the stowaway. What do we do with him? How do you not get detected from the security and recognize him? He didn't go through an orientation program with the rest of the crew? I mean, seriously, so easily phased or dismayed from hallucinations? No. In the year 3033, a race of robots that were created in the future. It goes back in time to enslave mankind with artificial intelligence. Random portholes of time travel tunnels that pop up in places like the Bermuda Triangle, but they aren't so random when you consider the technological advancement created by the alien demigods and societies like the Lyrans and Draconians when they learned how to control the weather through their Egyptian pyramid spaceships. Energy connector, and they could use it to levitate things with